Hello, Miss Hammy.
Hello, Clayton.
How are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good. Here's my resume and my cover letter.
Alrighty. Let me take a look at this.
Thanks for having me today.
You're welcome. Thanks for showing up. Alrighty. So, what do you see yourself doing in 5 years?
In 5 years, I hope to be working at this establishment and helping to further people get towards their goals. I also would like to live beachside and start my own family. I hope to get as much knowledge as I can in 5 years here and eventually take on a student or two.
Alrighty. What are the most important rewards you expect from your career?
What are the most important rewards I expect from my career? Most important rewards that I would expect from my career would be smiling faces. I believe that through physical therapy, you will promote longevity and happiness. And a lot of times people think that you just work with older people and it's just getting them through the day and all of that, but it's not, you know. You get to work with athletes, you get to work with normal day people, you get to promote healthy lifestyles, and at the same time, if they have any injuries, we get to help them get back to normal or even better.
Good answer. What are your strengths and weaknesses?
What are my strengths and weaknesses? Well, we'll start off with my weaknesses. I think that my worst weakness is that I really want to get my patients as healthy as I can. And you being in the health field as well, you understand that we have certain things and guidelines that we have to follow. But we only get so many visits due to insurance. And that's hard for me to deal with because I really want to get my patient back to 100%. And according to insurance, it's like 87%. And that's something I struggle with. So that's probably my main weakness. Some of my strengths are that I'm very people friendly. I'm humble. I love learning environments. I take criticism well. And I'm a very talkative person. I'd say that's probably my best strengths.
Okay. Why did you choose this career?
I chose this career because I am an ex-athlete myself. I have experienced tons and tons of injuries and gone through a lot of rehab. I tore my Achilles tendon. I had to go through rehab with that. My ACL, my LCL, my PCL. I had a dislocated shoulder. I had to have therapy on that as well. And I just know that they helped me get back to what I wanted to be and made me a happier person by doing it. And I just want to do the same with them.
What motivates you to put the most effort into a job?
What motivates me to put the most effort into a job would be making someone else happy, because that's what therapy is all about. Every time someone comes in, they complain about pain and how they're suffering doing everyday things and they can't do this or that, and that leads to depression. And I know I've been through that with all my injuries, thinking I'm never going to do something again. So that's really what it comes down to, is it drives me the most, is I want to see someone smile and be happy.
Okay. Describe a time when you had to put forth great effort.
Describe a time when I had to put forth great effort. Okay, I can do that one. So recently I've been interning, and I was at an establishment where I had a man who had a stroke on both sides. So he had almost no function at all in any part of his body. It was as if he had muscle dystrophy or Lou Gehrig's disease. So we started out working with him, and the head therapist over me decided to give me the caseload to see how I would handle it. So I started doing a lot of research, spent hours and hours with it, trying to figure it out, because I really liked the guy. He had a good positive attitude coming into it. I met his kids and his wife, and they just wanted to see their dad walk again. So I started out with doing crawling exercises with him as if he were a baby, and we kept progressing. And every day he would get a little bit more and more into being able to walk. And by the time I left, within a 5-week period, he was able to walk on a walker and was able to walk without it, with being contact guard assist. And his wife actually gave me a hug and told me this was one of the happiest days of her life. And her 2 sons told me that I was the coolest guy they ever met, and that their dad bought me candy and told me that he wished I would be his therapist every day. It was a really great experience for me.
What did you learn about yourself from this?
I learned from this that the main goal that drives me is this right here, seeing people smile and be happy and get to those goals. Like, that man thought he would never be able to walk again. His kids thought the same, his wife thought the same, and here I am pushing him every single day, even though I could see that he wanted to quit and it was frustrating and all that. And so I learned that I'm a pretty driving person. I push people, but in the end of the day, it's all about getting to that goal.
What effect did your effort have on others around?
My effect around others was that they saw how much time I was putting into this, and they started doing some research of their own to help me. There was a fellow student there who started researching also, because he saw this guy come in and day out, and how much effort he put into everything, and he was like, man, I just really want to see this guy succeed. So he did a little bit of online research. My CI also did some research on it to help me promote him better, and eventually we gathered up all this information, put it together, and picked out individual exercises from all of it, told him what to do at home, and it all came together really well. So overall, a group effort helped this man get to where he needed to be. Is there anything else you'd like from me?
No, I think that concludes my interviewing questions.
I have a question for you. So, what do you think people assume therapists do the most with their patients? Do you think that they just sit with them and have them do exercises, or do you think they walk them around and do nothing?
They sit with them and do exercises.
Okay, thank you. Well, it was very nice to meet you, Miss Hanning.
Nice meeting you too.
I hope that you have a good rest of the day. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome, and we'll be in touch.
All right, thank you. Goodbye.